All right, if you guys have done this together 30 years, I'm going to ask D'Lo first. What is your favorite memory of Scott?
Uh, Man, there's too many. Here's one. It may not be my favorite, but it's a night that Scott and I decided, and we talked about, and which later became a movie. We were sitting in Lima, Ohio, playing like RBI baseball on Nintendo, sipping on like Crown Royal. Um, my knee was hurt. Scott was having trouble getting across the border, and somehow we came up with, why don't we just get married? And I said, I'll have health insurance and you can come across the border. And literally, like 2 months later, there was a movie with the exact same scenario that was playing. And that's probably one of my favorite memories of Scott, just having fun, chilling, laughing, because Scott's got this infectious laugh when you can get him the belly laugh. And I remember that like it's clear in my head like it was yesterday.
I remember sitting there, and as we're going through it, because gay marriages just became legal in whatever state, and it was groundbreaking. And we had that conversation. We were kind of joking, and then it was like, well, you have to go through like like you really like they really like grill you on that. Like he was like, well, like what? He's like, like they asked you like what kind of toothpaste you use. He goes, you use Colgate, the gel. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, then they asked like what kind of underwear that you wear. He's like, whatever. He's like, like you usually wear boxer briefs, right? Da da da. And it's like, we realized we probably know enough about each other. We're gonna pass that test with flying
Pass the test
colors.
easy.
Yeah, and as we're going through it, I look at Deal. I go, "Can we start talking about this right now?" And he goes, "Sure." Why? I go, "I don't want to go home and tell like my old school Italian father explain to him why I got a husband."
How different is wrestling if that actually goes through?
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, look, I think like that's a great one, and we've got we've got a lot, right? Like ups and downs. I remember D'Lo. If I'll put you on the spot here, I remember a certain night when we went out and partied too hard the night before a big pay-per-view,
Oh
because
God.
you thought you had a light night ahead of you the next night.
Yes.
We went and watched. Was it Tyson versus or Lewis versus Holyfield?
It was, yeah, Lewis versus Holyfield, and we spent the entire night out just partying.
I mean, I think we got back to the house. It was probably like 6 in the morning, and it was a mess. And then I think it was Survivor Series the next day, and D'Lo thought he was only going to go 90 seconds, and then you ended up being the sole survivor.
Yeah, the original booking was for me to get beat right off the bat. And then when I get there, they tell me I'm going over with my frog splash. And if you rewind back to it, you can actually see me hit the frog splash. And I do like this because I almost throw up in the ring. And as I walk back to Gorilla, Scott goes, "Did you throw up in your mouth?" And I go, "Mm-hmm." And I still have it. I'm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
What Survivor Series is this?
In Detroit, it was me, Godfather, and the Headbangers.
Why do all your stories revolve around Mosh sometimes?
All my friends loop in the same orbit.
So you were going to throw up on Bubba Ray?
Yes.
That wouldn't have been good.
No, not at all. I'd still be hearing about it.
Yeah. You would be a segment every week on Busted Open.
Yes, I would. So I'm glad I gulped it back down, and yeah, I'm better off for it.
To tell you how much we drank that night, I remember going back to the club a couple days later because we watched the fight at my buddy's place. Then we went downtown to the club, and I was like, well, the guy was like, "Wow, you guys were going at it hard the other night." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Whew, I've never seen anybody drink so much gin." I go, "Yeah, D'Lo can really pound that gin." The guy goes, "No, I'm talking about you." I go, "Oh, I don't drink gin." I go, I was drinking whiskey." He goes, "We ran out of whiskey at about midnight." He goes, "You were drinking gin." And I went, "Oh, no wonder I was in such a foul mood the next day."
So Scott is the official and unofficial mayor of Windsor. I remember going to it's all these club stories. I remember going to a club one time with him, and we drive up, and there's a line in front of this club, and there's nowhere to park. And Scott just pulls up on the curb, and I looked at him. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Don't worry about it. They'll park it for me." And I go, "What?" Mayor of Windsor. We got out, walked right in the club. The car was parked when we got done.
Midnight
Mayor
Mayor.
Windsor,
Midnight Mayor.
Midnight Mayor.
Just so the mayor of Windsor is aware, we just got a super chat from AOTV Productions wanting you to know that was a great ending to the baseball game. In the background, the Blue Jays just walked it off against Craig Kimbrell and the Astros. So, congratulations to the Blue Jays for another win. Speaking of wins, the
Be
Minnesota
careful.
Vikings.
Don't do play by play live. We'll get in trouble with the FCC.
No. It's okay. The walk off already happened, just like the Vikings
Okay.
over the Bears.
Don't. Oh, whoa! This interview's gonna end real quick here. Are you a
Brother.
Vikings fan or something?
No,
I'm
he's
an
an Eagles.
I'm an
He's an
Eagles
Eagles
fan.
guy.
You're gonna start rubbing into about the Bears. You're in the wrong room.
The
No,
two Bear
I
fans
know.
right here, and I got to tell you, man, I had yesterday was the typical life of a Bears fan. First drive, yes, we're back, 85, here we come. By about the end of the third quarter, I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. And then I literally, with 2 minutes left, I'm like, I've seen this movie 5,000 times.
I got a text from Don Callis, who's a big Vikings fan. After that first drive, he goes, "Your Bears look good." He goes, "Your boy's good. Good at under center." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, we'll see." And then sure enough, like I thought after that pick six, I was like, "Oh boy, we're starting to look pretty good." But I resisted the urge to message anybody or do anything. I just sat there and stayed quiet. I was like, we just need to finish this out. And then I saw JJ on the sidelines and his reaction after that pick six. And I was like, okay, I'm not a Michigan Wolverines fan, but I've seen that look, and he dialed it in. And credit to the Vikings and to him. I mean, what a comeback! They deserve it, but it's just the Bears since. You know what? I guess you can say we were good until about 87, really,
Yeah.
but then it's just been heartbreak since then. I mean,
It's been rotten ever since. We've had moments and glimmers, double doinks and wasted draft picks. And that's been my life and our life as Bear fans. But you know what? In true Chicago Bears fashion, next year is our year.
You're
we're
giving
just,
up on the year.
you know what? We're just gonna keep running up to that football and going to kick it with all of our heart, knowing that Lucy's gonna pull it away. But
He's
we
gonna
always
yank
have
it.
hope.
Yep, I still believe I'm gonna kick it.
Can I give you guys some boost? You did not look like the worst team in the division.
Yeah, the Lions looked really
The Lions
bad
look bad.
Yeah.
They're a product of losing too many heads of state there. You can't lose coordinators and half your coaching staff and in one calendar year and expect to keep that continuity going. So, oof.
Well,
Look at this.
you guys, like Dan Campbell's a great coach. I actually got a lot of respect for him, even though I living here in Windsor and being a Bears fan, I despise the Lions. But he's a great head coach. But I mean, you lose both your coordinators and so many other coaches. Like that's just gutting, right? That would be like. No,
The
it's
Eagles did it a
shocking.
couple years ago.
I have a pretty good opinion of myself. I know that's shocking to you guys, but if you were to turn around and strip out, the producers and the agents and everybody underneath any head coach, you've got to rebuild that from scratch. So I think, look, not like the Lions are going to go 0-17, but there's going to be some rough spots for them having that many coaches to replace.